FIFA have handed me Iran's spot at the World Cup, but I don't really have a nation. I guess I'm just gonna have to build one. That too by stealing one player from every World Cup nation. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're gonna end up stealing Lamine Yamal from Spain, Mbappe from France, and boom, the World Cup is ours. But don't forget, there are also nations like Curacao and New Zealand, and I have absolutely no idea who we can steal from them. Now, we've got all 48 nations that have qualified for the World Cup on this wheel, and we're gonna find out where we're stealing our first player from, and it's Japan. That is a very interesting nation for us to get. A lot of people are saying that Japan are one of the dark horses for the World Cup. I think in one of the friendlies recently, they were so good against England. Now, one player I'm thinking of stealing is Hiroki Ito, 78 rated centre-back, but the most important thing, he plays currently for Bayern Munich. That kind of experience in our World Cup winning squad will matter, but then again, Japan has players like Takefusa Kubo. Wataru Endo from Liverpool as well for experience could be good. But come on, man, when Japan have got Mitoma, is there really anyone else that I can pick? This man, week in, week out in the Premier League, balls out for Brighton. And I had to go with him, boys. Mitoma from Japan is going to be our first steal. But now, since our squad is empty, we will put Mitoma in the starting 11. But I have a feeling that by the time we fill up our 26-man squad, there's a good chance we could have wingers better than Mitoma, and then he would drop to the bench. Oh, and also, I did just mention we're building a 26-man squad, because that's the rule for every other World Cup nation. But that does also mean we only get to pick 26 players. That's kind of why I'm hoping we don't end up missing out on one of the big nations, and we are not, because straight away, big number 2 is going to be Germany. Recently, though, the Germans have had horrific World Cup campaigns, but you can't deny that they've got a ton of ballers. And I know you're thinking this is the perfect opportunity to steal a Musiala or a Florian Wirtz. But guess what? I'm not going to be going for either of those two. Remember, guys, this challenge is not about stealing the best player from every nation. It's about building a World Cup winning team. And for that, we need versatile players like Kimmich. He would be an incredible CDM, could also play right back, and he's a leader. And that's where we're going to be stealing him from the Germans. And there goes Kimmich in that CDM role. So far, the squad does feel like it's coming together. But let's see, where are we going to be heading next? And it's going to be Switzerland. Wait a minute, the Swiss do have some talent. Could go with someone like Akanji at the back. Granit Xhaka in midfield. Would have actually gone for him if we hadn't just picked Kimmich. But wait, from Switzerland, I think the place to go for a goalkeeper, because they've got Sommer and Gregor Kobel. Yo, Kobel would actually be insane. 86 overall. Yup, I think he's the man we got to steal from the Swiss. And okay, we've now sorted out our goalkeeper position as well. And I feel like so far we've really hit the jackpot with the nations. But that is going to end, because that's either Australia or New Zealand. Okay, guys, my geography is awful. I feel so stupid, guys, but I'm literally asking this to ChatGPT. It is Australia. Oh, man. My Aussie viewers are going to be so pissed at me for this. But you know what? You Aussies need to direct your anger towards your team. The best player you've got is Matthew Ryan. No disrespect to him, but that's kind of sad. Now, I'm not going to pick him because we just got Kobel. And honestly, the best player I could find was Jordan Boss, 74 rated left back. I guess he's the Australian we're stealing, but he's only going to be a bench player at best. And that's what I was saying. When the wheel gives you a not so big footballing nation, really put your squad off. And come on, for pick number 5, we do need a big nation, and it's gonna be Egypt. Well, I wouldn't say they're a big footballing nation, but they do have some incredible players we can pick. Players like Omar Marmoush. But let's be honest, there is only one player we're picking from Egypt. The king of Egypt himself, Mohamed Salah. One problem, though, is that he's not really had a good international record. 0 African Cup of Nations. But hey, maybe in the super team we're trying to build, Salah can play to his potential and get that World Cup in the bag. Now, after Mo Salah, let's see where we're heading. And is that Curacao? We're cooked. It's still honestly baffling for me to think that Curacao are going to be playing at the World Cup. They're literally the smallest country to ever reach a World Cup. A population of just 150,000 people. And because of the connection they've got with Netherlands, they do have a lot of players who've, of course, changed their nationalities. One such player being Richedly Bazoer. Now, that's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. Back in like FIFA 17 or FIFA 18, Bazoer was one of the best one-to-get to sign. Looks like his career didn't really pan out that well. 72 rated centre-back right now. But hey, because he's got that Curacao passport now, he's probably going to be playing for them at the World Cup. It's kind of going to be pointless though, because he's going straight to the bench regardless. Heading straight into pick number 7. Where's that gonna be? Oh, it's Netherlands. That's what I'm talking about, boys. We need these big nations. And this is where a dilemma sort of begins. Because there's midfielders like Reinders and Gravenberch that we could go for. Also, Frankie de Jong. I feel like him and Kimmich in our midfield could dominate. But then there's also VVD. 88 overall. Van Dijk can still give us a solid World Cup. Let me know in the comments if I made the right choice. But yes, Van Dijk is who I've gone with. Saying no to especially Frankie de Jong was rough. But I think stealing VVD is the right play. It's time for pick number 8. And it's going to be Paraguay. The only player I can think of right now is Miguel Almiron. Oh, but he's now moved from Newcastle to the MLS and he's kind of washed. I guess that we can go for Diego Gomez. He's played with Messi back when he was at Inter Miami. Now playing in the Premier League for Brighton. This feels like a good steal. Okay, an update after 8 picks. 5 of them are in the starting 11, I guess, which is good. 3 of them on the bench. And let's see what nation number 9 is going to be for us. And that is Bosnia, the nation that knocked out Italy from the World Cup. And from Bosnia, the only player I can think of is Edin Dzeko. He's 80 rated, 39 years old. But he's got the experience, should be a good reserve player at least. Now, can we get a big nation for pick number 10? And it's going to be the host America. Now, I'm sure you all are thinking we should be going for Captain America himself, Christian Pulisic. But we've already got Salah, and I've got to be a bit smarter. We're trying to build a World Cup winning team. And since the US have got another baller from the Premier League, Anthony Robinson, left back, 82, I feel like this is the smarter option from them. I know some pundits think that Pulisic is the next big thing after Messi and Ronaldo. For us, though, Robinson is the smarter choice. We're stealing him. Off we go now to pick number 10. And what country is it going to be? Czech Republic. Of course, the one player that comes to mind is the man with the helmet, Petr Cech. Of course, he's not playing anymore, so we can't pick him. But we can definitely go with one of my favorite career mode players of all time, Patrick Schick. Can't believe he's 85 rated, bro. Getting a player like that from Czech Republic, I think, will be huge for this challenge. Okay, so 11 picks in, we now have a proper attack for our team. Salah, Schick, and Mitoma. Okay, we could do with some upgrades, but honestly, it's looking pretty good. We still need a couple of midfielders, a couple of defenders. But yeah, the team is coming together. And we still have, what, like 15 picks left? And also a lot of big nations left. So let's keep cracking on. And we get South Korea. I don't think there's any debate here. We all know who I'm gonna pick. Actually, maybe there should be a debate because there's Kim Min-jae, a solid centre-back, plays for Bayern Munich, 82 rated. But come on, boys, when there's a chance to go for Sonny, I've got to pick him. We're stealing Heung-min Son from South Korea. I don't want to see a Spain or a Brazil now. It has been a while. We get Turkey instead. Now, I didn't expect Turkey to have this many options. Kenan Yildiz is an incredible talent. There's Kokchu as well. But the 2 players that I can't decide between are Hakan Çalhanoğlu and Arda Güler. All logic says that we got to go with Çalhanoğlu. He's 86 rated. We need a midfielder. But did you see that performance from Arda Güler against Bayern Munich? I know Madrid lost, but how good was his left foot? I think to win the World Cup, you need such kind of special talents. And I want to take a bit of a gamble by stealing Güler. We're picking him from Turkey. Looks like after Turkey, we're following things up with Algeria. It was so close to being Argentina, bro. Now, from Algeria, there are realistically only a couple of players I really cared about. One of them being Ryan Aït-Nouri, left back for Man City, 81 rated. But of course, we just stole Anthony Robinson from America. That's why I'm thinking we might as well go for Algeria's greatest ever player, Riyad Mahrez. I know we've got Salah, but Mahrez off the bench could do bits. And I think this is the player we're stealing, Riyad. Not gonna lie, boys, I don't think my squad planning is going that well. We've picked way too many wingers and attackers, all while I don't even have starting midfielders or defenders. I think for the next few picks, we need to be picking players we actually need, and we get Morocco. Well, this is actually good, because their best player also happens to be the best right back in football currently. Ashraf Hakimi, he's their captain as well. And right back does happen to be a position where we don't have a single player. Of course, we're stealing Hakimi. Yo, with Hakimi, that right side actually looks insane. Him and Salah down the wings. You love to see that. Just need a good midfielder as well. And let's see if pick number 16 is going to give us that. Well, it has given us Colombia. And back in the day, they did have some incredible midfielders like James Rodriguez. Who remembers what he did in that 2014 World Cup? Now, though, he's kind of old, so I don't think the play is to pick him. A good option could be Davinson Sanchez for the centre-back spot, but I might just have to pick another attacker here. Because, come on, there's Luis Diaz. How good is he? The energy he shows down the wing, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I don't want to pass up an opportunity like this. We're going to steal Diaz from Colombia. Okay, I can't keep picking attackers, man. We need midfielders, and we do get Austria. I mean, we could go with Alaba here, but surely we're going to get better centre-backs later on. Sabitzer would be a decent midfielder, but I think the play is to go for the Bayern man, Konrad Laimer, because if you look at his positions, he's very versatile, can play in midfield, should be solid backup to Hakimi. He's going to be our man from Austria. Okay, we now officially have a full bench for our team, but guys, we've only got 9 picks left, and we're still yet to get a solid centre-back partner for VVD, and we're still missing 2 world-class midfielders. Also, there's a real chance we might end up missing out on some of the bigger nations, because I don't know how we haven't gotten England, Spain, France, Brazil yet. Maybe we're gonna get it now. Surely it's about time. Oh my days, I called it. We do get England. And this one kind of hurts a little bit, because I really wanted to go for Harry Kane. Can you imagine him in our attack? Probably the best striker in the world right now. And honestly, if Bayern wins the Champions League, he's a solid contender for the Ballon d'Or as well. A striker like that really could help us win the World Cup in this challenge, but since we're lacking so much in the midfield department, I think the play is to go for Declan Rice or Jude Bellingham. Now, this is a tough call to make, but since we've already got Kimmich, who's a defensive midfielder, I think the play is to steal Bellingham from England. Now, that's a much-needed midfield upgrade, although I don't think we should be making Bellingham captain. So far with the players we've got, I think VVD captain makes the most sense. Okay, now after England, I'm kind of feeling Brazil, and no, we literally get one of the lowest-ranked nations at the World Cup, Haiti. Now, actually, this isn't too bad. Players like Wilson Isidore plays in the Premier League along with Bellegarde. Couple of decent backup players, to be honest. I would have gone for Isidore if we didn't already have a couple of strikers. And I guess since we have so few midfielders, let's just go with Bellegarde. Funnily enough, he does get into the starting 11 right now. Actually, hang on. I think I can just put Arda Güler in the starting 11. Yup, he can play in the midfield. We only have 7 picks left, so I'm really hoping we can get the big nations. But we do get Ghana. Now, they do have some good players, but all of them are attackers like Iñaki Williams, there's Mohamed Kudus. Semenyo is probably their best player, and he is going to be the one we steal because we don't really have any other options. Bro, we legit have like 6 wingers in the team right now. I'm desperate to pick some centre-backs and midfielders, bro. And we do get France. Oh my days. This is now crazy because we've got a massive decision to make. Probably the team that has got the most talent in the World Cup. We can steal Mbappe, Dembele, Olise, Cherki. Options are endless in the attack, but then we also need a world-class defender to compete. And I can't believe I'm doing this, boys. I'm rejecting the current Ballon d'Or winner. I'm rejecting the dictator as well.
Oh, he did.
No! And that's because the player I think we need to steal is none other than William Saliba. Not gonna lie, it's starting to feel like we already have a competitive team for the World Cup, but with 5 picks to go, I still want to try and upgrade a few more positions. Left back in particular, another world-class centre mid, and of course the striker spot. Now there's still a lot of big nations for us to do that. Brazil, Spain, Argentina, they're all in here. We just need to get a bit lucky, and we are gonna get Spain. Let's go! Now I think I am gonna surprise you lot with my choice from Spain, because in normal circumstances, there's only one player I'll be picking. Lamine Yamal. But guys, since we've literally got 6 wingers at the club, it would be stupid to pick him. I think the play is going to be to go for a Ballon d'Or winner like Rodri, or of course, my favorite midfielder in football, Pedri.
Pedri, Rodri, Pedri, Rodri, Rodri, Pedri, Pedri, Rodri.
You guys think I'm not going to be stealing Pedri? Absolutely not. He's the one we're picking from Spain. Okay, with Pedri, this does look like a World Cup winning midfield. Only 4 picks left as well. We do have some big nations here, and we do get Mexico. Kind of an L. Would have liked Argentina or Belgium. Feels like Edson Alvarez is our only option. A bit of backup from midfield. There's 3 picks left, man. Please give me Brazil, Argentina, or even Portugal, but we get Sweden. Now, this might actually be decent for us, because we could get a striker upgrade here. Victor Gyökeres or Alexander Isak. I think we're going to steal Isak. Now, that is a slight upgrade we've got to our attack. Wait a minute. Why does it feel like we've basically assembled a Liverpool front 3? Yep, that's actually what we've done somehow.
Are you sure?
Anyways, we've got 2 more spins left. Ooh, we get Uruguay. That is actually really good. Now, I have no clue where we're going to actually play him. He might not even be a starter, but we got to be stealing Fede Valverde. I can't believe that Valverde is going to be on the bench, bro, because I don't know where to put him. The team looks absolutely insane. All we kind of need is like a new left back, which I'm not sure if we can get. Also, I just realized we've only got 1 goalkeeper in this team, which I think is a bit risky because if Kobel gets injured during the World Cup, we're going to instantly get knocked out. So I guess from our final pick, we should be looking for a goalkeeper. I'm just hoping we get a big nation and we get Norway. Okay, this changes everything. There's only a couple of players we should be going for. One of them is Martin Ødegaard. But you think I'm gonna pick him? There's absolutely no debate in my mind that we should be stealing Erling Haaland, 91 rated.
Wait a minute.
Remember, guys, this challenge is not about stealing the best player from every nation.
It's about building a World Cup winning team.
So that was a fucking lie.
And with that, boys, we've now assembled our 26-man squad for the World Cup. Kind of annoyed that we couldn't pick a Brazilian or an Argentinian or even a Portuguese player. And all right, boys, we've got our entire team at the World Cup here. Not gonna lie, with Haaland, I feel like we've got the team to win it. Robinson is like our only weakness, but that's fine. The rest of the team is absolutely insane. Now, I have put all our players in the Italian national team, and that's how I've got them to the World Cup. And okay, this is our group with Belgium and Egypt, and we're starting off with a pretty big game, bro, directly against Belgium. But I think our team is more than good enough to win. There you go, 4-0. And now, as long as we get even a draw against Egypt, it's going to send us through to the knockouts, but instead we get the win. And of course, it makes a difference when we've stolen Salah from Egypt. We actually go perfect in this group stage run. Okay, I don't get this. How have we drawn Egypt again in the round of 32? That makes no sense. I guess it's fine because we do manage to knock them out. Okay, now that is a difficult draw. Italy versus Spain. I have a feeling this one's going to end up in pain. But hey, we've stolen Pedri from Spain. The rest of our team is absolutely cracked. I think we can win this. And oh my days, on penalties we went through. That was close. By the way, if you guys think we can win the World Cup with this team, I need y'all to subscribe to the channel. But okay, I'm a bit worried that we're facing Germany. Look at the teams left in the competition, bro. Now, it's a good thing that we've got Joshua Kimmich in our team. That's gonna really help. And again on penalties. Are you kidding me? What luck? But nah, in the semi-finals, we're gonna be up against Brazil. And they're one of the countries we couldn't steal a player from. But you know what? I feel like we've built a super team. We keep marching on. Maybe again on penalties? This time, though, in extra time, Haaland getting the job done. Knocking out Brazil. And looks like we gotta stop football from coming home. We're facing England. Now, it's a real good thing that we've got Bellingham in our team and England don't. Although I'm not sure if Thomas Tuchel will anyway start him. But regardless, I feel like we've got the momentum. And we destroy England in the final. Bellingham scored against his country as well. And the stolen team that we've built, a team comprised of players from 26 nations, gets the job done. Now, if you enjoyed this video, why not watch me try and save Italian football and actually get them to the World Cup? Click here.